Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Dan Hagan. Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled today absentee ballot drop boxes outside of clerks' offices are unlawful. It also ruled only voters can return their own ballots in person. Many communities have used drop boxes for years. For example, Minocqua has used one for decades. Now, absentee ballots can only be sent in the mail or turned in directly to a clerk. However, many rural clerks are not available outside of regular business hours. Some Democrats said the ruling will make it harder to vote, especially for seniors or those with disabilities. Some Republicans called it a win for election integrity. The court did not address whether someone besides the voter can return a ballot by mail. A nonprofit near Tomahawk helps disabled veterans and children get outdoors. It's called Little Lakes Memories. They are a nonprofit which creates memorable experiences for disabled veterans and children across Wisconsin. Their 105-acre deer farm offers a safe haven for people to enjoy an assisted hunt or just some peace and quiet.
A lot of veterans that come out don't look disabled, but they have PTSD. So we make sure there's no gunfire and they can sit out there and just relax.
Jay Wilcox has been volunteering his time for Little Lakes Memories for a while. Another program offered is called Cops and Bobbers. This is in partnership with the Merrill Police Department. Disabled children go out with area officers to an Anago trout farm. Jay describes it as a great time for everyone and makes all his hard work worth it.
I don't get paid for what I do, but the payment I do get is the smiles and the stories they have to tell, especially when a little one comes up to you and says, "Oh, this great big one I caught got away." It's just priceless.
You can find out more information about Little Lakes Memories on their Facebook page. Those looking to donate can find Wilcox outside the Rhinelander Family Restaurant all weekend. Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski joins us now. Conrad, a nearly perfect start to our weekend.
Yeah, it was beautiful out there earlier today. Lots of sunshine, just a few passing clouds. Same thing out there right now, just a few passing clouds, but most of us are in the clear across the state. But look at these temperatures earlier today. Lots of 70s out there, even a couple of 80s as we reach 79 degrees here in Rhinelander, 80 degrees in Tomahawk, and pretty much 70s across most of the Northwoods. And now the sun has set. Clear skies rolled in and temperatures really cooling off into the 50s and 60s out there as Rhinelander is coming in at a 64-degree reading and pretty much Tomahawk in the 50s. So everybody is in on those cooler temperatures and those dew points are on the lower end as well. That means more comfortable conditions. But tonight will continue to cool off into the 40s. Dan?
Thanks, Conrad. New Mexico police are investigating the death of a Wausau man in one of the state's national parks. On July 5th, White Sands National Park reached out to police after park officials noticed a vehicle had been parked at a trailhead for 2 days. State police officers determined from the vehicle's Wisconsin's license plate that it belonged to Bradley Udegaard, a 27-year-old from Wausau. An intensive search of the area led to Udegaard's body being found on July 6th, about 2 miles north of one of the trails. Through the investigation, officers learned that he was on a cross-country trip alone. There does not appear to be any foul play involved. Take a close look at this $100 bill. It was recently brought into a financial institution in Phillips, Wisconsin. Well, turn your eyes to the bottom left corner. Both the front and back have the word copy. The bill was caught as a fake, but this is the second counterfeit $100 bill seen in Phillips in the last 2 weeks. The Phillips Police Department encourages folks to inspect bills of higher amounts and to contact law enforcement if anyone tries to pass a counterfeit bill. A farm in Eagle River is in the middle of a great season. Clearwater Farms is having success with 2 products that you wouldn't think would fit well together: strawberries and beef. Clearwater Farms was established in 2011 on the former site of Soder's Horse Farm. They currently have 3 acres of strawberries in production, as well as over 50 cattle. Hannah Leach from the farm says she enjoys the work.
I do like being out here. I like being outside most of the day. There's a lot to do, but I like being outside in nature and, just working with my hands. I really enjoy.
Clearwater Farms has been busy this season. They received 14 new calves this year, as well as selling lots of strawberries. The Leach family says that the strawberry season will likely end next week. A local state park group is calling all amateur photographers in the area. Coming up, we'll learn about a photo contest in Merrill. That's after weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too. Don't get me started on the overhead cost.
At US Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
You know, I respect a female entrepreneur.
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
It's summertime at the Rhinelander Brewery, featuring live music and open to enjoy 7 days a week. Come in and enjoy snacks and our rotating local beer selection. Grab your favorite food at CT's Deli and bring it in to enjoy. Fill up your growler or howler from the beers exclusive to our tap room. We have a large selection of apparel, so shop with your four-legged friends because we are dog-friendly. Rhinelander Brewery is looking to enjoy your summer with you.
Hypnotize your way to savings.
Breathing techniques to help you save.
Looking to make saving a habit?
Yeah, what's the secret?
No secret. Just open a savings account at BMO and we'll give you a cash reward for every month you save.
A cash reward?
Just for saving?
Mm-hmm. And when you open a checking account, we'll give you a $300 bonus to get your new savings habit started.
Love that.
What's your book?
How to get a $300 bonus and a monthly cash reward for saving with BMO.
He literally wrote the book on saving.
That's me on the cover.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Need a new boat or outboard? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help get you top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, Shawano.
Happy Friday and welcome back, everyone. So another beautiful day out there today. Same thing is going to happen tomorrow with a good amount of sunshine, just a few passing clouds across the state. Most of the precipitation is in Illinois now, so it is a lot south of us. But you see this cold front right here just ahead of it. Earlier this morning, we had lots of rainfall closer to Wausau and all the counties south of that. Even southern Wisconsin by Madison got a good amount of rain out there. But this high pressure here in Canada is going to spin clockwise, and that's going to keep us dry for tomorrow. And same thing for the first half of the day on Sunday. But look what happens in the afternoon on Sunday. More chances of showers and thunderstorms arrive, and then that continues into Monday, and then once again into Tuesday before we finally clear up by Wednesday and into Thursday. But dew points out there today looking nice and comfortable in the 40s and 50s, and the same picture was happening earlier today. So most of the day we had lots of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 70s, and dew points were on the comfortable end out there. And same thing for tomorrow. We're going to be comfortable out there as dew points are going to be on the lower end. And look what happens by Sunday into Monday. As that rain moves in, it brings the humidity levels a lot higher, and that's going to make it feel sticky out there and muggy. So it is not going to feel pleasant out there by the afternoon hours on Sunday, and same thing on a Monday. But earlier today, lots of warm temperatures, pretty much near average as we hovered around 79 degrees here in Rhinelander. Our average this time of year is supposed to be around 80, so pretty much near our average. Now the sun has set, clear skies rolled in, and temperatures cooling off in the 50s and 60s across the region. But take a look at tonight's forecast. Really cool temperatures out there into the mid to upper 40s out there with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, whole different story as we warm up close to 80 degrees with mostly sunny skies. So another nice day out there. And our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show rain showers by Sunday night into Monday, Tuesday before we clear up by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Dan?
Wabeno is hosting the 36th annual Steam Up Days this weekend. It features antique tractors, a steam-powered sawmill, and a 1909 steam log splitter. There will be live music tonight and tomorrow night. Tomorrow from 10 to 2, there will be a vintage chainsaw competition. At 4, there will be a mini tractor pull. On Sunday at noon, there will be a cornhole tournament. For the month of July, the Friends of Council Grounds State Park in Merrill will be taking submissions for their amateur photography contest. Any photos taken within the park and are no more than 2 years old are eligible for submission. The goal of the contest is to get more people involved with the Council Grounds State Park.
It's just a fun contest to see people's impressions of the park. You kind of get their impressions by what they're taking pictures of.
The Friends of Council Grounds runs the contest and helps with many projects at the park, like rebuilding trails and replacing fire pits at campsites. Photo submissions will be accepted through July 31st. Learn more on the Friends of Council Grounds Facebook page. With Wimbledon going on right now in England, people might be thinking what it's like to play tennis on grass. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll learn about a place in central Wisconsin where you can do just that.
I don't want to hear any more of these lies about reckless spending. We're changing people's lives.
The liberals in Washington sure are changing people's lives. Soaring inflation thanks to reckless spending and record gas prices due to cuts in U.S. energy production. Senator Ron Johnson is fighting back, working to hold Washington accountable for its spending and waste and restore American energy independence to lower prices at the pump. Tell Senator Johnson, keep fighting for Wisconsin families.
Some numbers are thrilling. Some impressive. Some just right. After an accident, there's one critical number. The number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
Sometimes, life can get pretty busy in an active household. So that's why Menards makes things just a little bit easier for you. Start a door design and choose a style that's right for you and everything else you look for in a quality door. Mastercraft offers fast, free delivery on personalized doors to any Menards store. Use our door designer on Menards.com to get your door your way. Mastercraft Doors, 11% off at Menards.
At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. Save $10 on Duracell Ultra car batteries. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
Beautiful home in Lake Talmock, Wisconsin includes pole building, blacktop drive, and home generator. Being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Newswatch 12 today with Kevin Kraft, 5 to 7 a.m.
Have you ever looked up how much of an appliance is made in the U.S.? At Maher Water Corporation, we use systems that are 90% made in the U.S. In fact, over 80% of the unit is made right here in the Midwest, and 75% of the entire unit is made right here in our beautiful state of Wisconsin. Combining the local made product with a local family company means money spent here stays here. So call us today to meet our Wisconsin-made family.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Stone Innovations, Rhinelander and Plover. Sports Watch 12 starts now.
Yesterday, former Packer head coach Mike Holmgren was announced as a semifinalist for the NFL Hall of Fame, but he wasn't the only former Packer to be nominated for this honor. Wide receiver Sterling Sharp was also named a semifinalist for the NFL Hall of Fame yesterday. The former Packer was drafted 7th overall in 1988 and played his entire career with the team. Sharp was in the league for 7 years before his career was cut short due to a neck injury, and he's already a member of the Packers Hall of Fame and the College Football Hall of Fame, and is looking to add one more honor to his legacy. Congrats and good luck to you, Mr. Sharp. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, the University of Wisconsin announced their Athletics Hall of Fame inductees for the class of 2022. Some of the former Badger legends include tight end Travis Beckham, women's hockey player Hillary Knight, who is regarded by some as one of the greatest women's hockey players of all time, former Badger point guard Jordan Taylor, and a Northwoods local Gary Suter, who is a coach for the Lakeland Union boys hockey team. Wimbledon is going on right now, and if you want to play on some grass tennis courts rather than watch the pros, you don't have to travel all the way to England. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver tells us where you can have your own Wimbledon, Wisconsin experience.
While the championships at Wimbledon go on abroad, there's an opportunity for Wisconsinites to play grass court tennis right here at Sand Valley.
Grass court tennis at the golf resort all started as an experiment on the driving range.
We built one court there. A lot of our founders and some of our guests, they enjoyed playing on it. So our owners decided, let's build, an actual grass tennis facility.
I wanted to learn how to play on this fast surface, so I spoke with the instructor.
All right, so I'm here with Matt Guyton. He is one of the hitting instructors here at the tennis facility. Matt, what is it like to be out here during the time of Wimbledon?
Just seeing the guys playing and out there grinding, and then the fact that we actually have some grass courts here at Sand Valley. Want to take advantage of it and kind of mimic what they're doing out there.
What sort of excitement goes through your mind when you think about what's coming this way in the next couple of years?
It's going to bring a lot of excitement here to Sand Valley for tennis. Just having more courts, maybe get some tournaments going. The future is bright.
But to enjoy these pristine courts, I wanted to ask the turf manager what they do long before the players walk on.
Joe, out here, superintendent of the facility, can you tell us a little bit about what it takes to maintain these grass courts?
We're on sand out here, which is the way we'd like it. We like to control the water. Mowing height is just a tick above 1/4 of an inch.
Would you please talk us through a little bit of what the moisture meter does for the grass and what you look for on that?
That gives us a snapshot of moisture in the soil at a certain depth. It helps us manage soil moisture, which is good for the firmness of the courts.
The new center with 15 reseeded grass tennis courts is expected to open next summer. In Nakusa, Matt Weaver, Newswatch 12.
The courts are open to resort guests for $20 an hour. Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Saul. After the break, we will air the second edition of our local history series, Connecting the Dots. Historian Carrie Bladorn will talk about the Civilian Conservation Corps and its impact on northern Wisconsin. We'll be right back.
Fireworks Country has everything you need to celebrate the 4th of July under a fireworks-filled sky. Celebrate our independence with a bang. Fireworks Country, located at the Big Blue Barn 1 mile west of Wittenberg on Highway 29.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie.
And this is our family from Shoulders RV and Marine. If this year's taught us anything, we believe it's taught us we need to get back to the good old days of enjoying the outdoors, camping, boating, and buying from small businesses. Here at Shoulders RV and Marine, we happen to check all of those boxes. Next time you're in the market for a dock or lift, boat, camper, power sports, or nearly anything outdoors, sales, rentals, parts, or service,
we'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV and Marine, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
The Book of Mormon is the best musical of this century. The 9-time Tony Award winner is genius, brilliant, phenomenal. The Book of Mormon is the funniest musical of all time. It's the gold standard for comedy that goes further than any other comedy in history. You won't believe how funny it is. You won't believe how much heart it has. And when it's over, you won't believe how much you'll want to see it again. The Book of Mormon, October 18th and 19th at the Grand Theater, Wausau. Tickets at grandtheater.org.
Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel is your choice for log home maintenance with a guaranteed new and beautiful looking home, whether it's an interior or exterior job. Specializing in log replacements, sandblasting, staining, and chinking. Need that extra square footage? Sullivan's also does remodeling and additions to your existing home. Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel has been serving the Eagle River and surrounding area for over 30 years.
Come join us at the historic Waswaganang Indian Bowl located in downtown Lac-du-Flambeau Tuesdays through August 16th. Experience the culture and pageantry of Ojibwe powwow, relax to the soothing sounds of Native American drums, and enjoy the vibrant colors of traditional regalia worn by the authentic Ojibwe dancers. Watch and take part of their intertribal dances and come tour our Ojibwe Summer Village gates, open at 6 with grand entry at 7. Come and refresh your spirit, paid by the Native American Tourism of Wisconsin.
Fireworks Country has everything you need to celebrate the 4th of July under a fireworks-filled sky. Celebrate our independence with a bang. Fireworks Country, located at the Big Blue Barn 1 mile west of Wittenberg on Highway 29.
Connecting the Dots, reliving Northwood's history with Carrie Bladorn is brought to you by Fourth Floral, Mel's Trading Post, Rhinelander Brewing Company, and Ripco Credit Union.
The Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC, was one of the most successful government programs in United States history. The CCC left a legacy that has withstood the tests of time. Evidence of its work can be seen in parks, landscapes, and communities across America, including the Northwoods of Wisconsin. Today, we'll visit some of the places where they operated and learn more about the important work of the Civilian Conservation Corps. Here we are at the Dells of the Eau Claire County Park, just east of Wausau, where the CCC built infrastructure including this footbridge, a shelter, a campground, and hiking trails. All of these improvements have a distinct CCC style, which highlights the partnership between the many groups involved with the Civilian Conservation Corps. Natural areas like these showcase the beauty of America and provide places for activities such as hiking, fishing, and camping. The CCC was a program started by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, one of the country's most beloved presidents, and elected to office 4 times. A New Deal program, the CCC was spurred on by soaring unemployment rates of 25% in America and the challenges caused by the Great Depression. In 1933, federal entities, including the Department of Labor, enlisted young men between the ages of 18 and 25, and later expanded to 17 to 28, to serve in camps ran by the War Department under the guidance of the Department of the Interior and Agriculture, with a special role played by state and federal forestry departments. Never before or since have so many federal and state departments worked together so well to improve America's public lands, forests, and parks. The work they accomplished spanned from sea to shining sea. Many of our nation's state and national parks were built by the young men of the Civilian Conservation Corps. Popular parks in Wisconsin constructed by the CCC include Devil's Lake State Park, Wyalusing, and Copper Falls, to name a few. CCC enrollees that were mustered to the Midwest underwent training at Camp Sheridan in Chicago before being shipped out to work camps in the Sparta district of the 6th Corps area, including Wisconsin. In the Northwoods, major CCC camps were set up at Tomahawk, Blue Lake just south of Minocqua, Rib Mountain, Eagle River, Scott Lake near Three Lakes, Blackwell near Leona, and Elko, among others. Subcamps were also used, such as at the Langlade County Fairgrounds, and one located just west of Rhinelander on Highway K, the current site of an experimental forest research station. The young men lived in Army barracks and camps ran by the military. The enrollees were instructed in a regimented lifestyle and used gear left over from the First World War. For many enrollees, it was a life-changing experience where they received 3 hot meals a day, warm and dry sleeping quarters, some for the first time in their lives. The young men enlisted for 6-month periods and were paid $30 per month. 25 of that pay was sent directly home to their families. This stimulus helped millions of Americans survive the lean years of the 1930s and gave a much-needed shot in the arm to the American economy. The CCC worked stringing phone and electrical lines, improving landscapes and waterways, building state and national parks, fighting forest fires, among a myriad of conservation efforts. More than anything, they planted trees. The CCC planted over 265 million trees in Wisconsin, totaling more than 3 billion across the country. The CCC was instrumental in replanting areas of northern Wisconsin that had been devastated by the logging era just several decades earlier. Extensive work was done in the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest, as well as state and county parks, including Rib Mountain State Park. The camp was located on the banks of the Wisconsin River below Rib Mountain, where this neighborhood sits today. Much work was done to improve the state park established at its top by constructing miles of trails that traversed its hillsides. The ski hill that would become Granite Peak was originally cleared and built by the CCC. The magnificent shelter lodge they constructed is still in use today and indicative of their long-lasting efforts. The CCC was disbanded in 1942 as the United States prepared to enter World War II. America was fortunate to have a well-conditioned group of military-aged men at the ready, thanks in large part to the work of the CCC. The camps were dismantled, and in many places, little was left but the pine trees that were planted over them. The important work of the CCC can still be enjoyed in the Northwoods parks and forests today. In the end, nearly 4 million men would serve in the CCC across the nation, 125,000 of them in 128 camps across Wisconsin. The legacy of the Civilian Conservation Corps has been well preserved. A number of places in the Northwoods are available to learn about this storied part of American history. In Mercer, an interpretive trail system highlighting the history of the camp there and the work they did in northern Wisconsin has recently been opened. Rhinelander's Pioneer Park Historical Complex has one of the best CCC museums in the nation, with one of the most complete collections of CCC photographs, documents, artifacts, and equipment in the state. The work of the CCC can be viewed at this museum, housed in a replica CCC camp building. Everywhere you travel in the United States, you will find the lasting work of the Civilian Conservation Corps. The work these men did stands as a monument to the youth of the 1930s and the place that they earned in history. The Northwoods of Wisconsin is no exception, where the benefaction of the CCC can be enjoyed by Wisconsinites and its visitors for generations to come. Next time you're on a family trip, look for their contribution at places you visit and honor the work left behind by the CCC. I'm Kerry Bladorn, and this has been Connecting the Dots, Reliving Northwood.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
What do pirate fish do to prisoner fish? Well, of course, they make them walk the plankton. You know, I should probably weed through these jokes before I start these segments. But anyway, let's start this week's Big Old Fish with Tony Barnett from Rhinelander, who caught this beautiful largemouth bass that nailed a straight shaft spinner near a submerged log. Well, that is one big old fish, Tony. Congratulations. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Tom Barnett, who nailed this beautiful largemouth bass. And apparently they were sharing some lures. He was also using a straight shaft spinner. And again, I don't know what else to say, but that is one big old fish. Keep on reeling them in. And finally on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Corey Satterfield, who caught this beautifully marked and rather large 23-inch smallmouth that he caught in a Rhinelander area lake. Well, 23 inches, smallmouth, really, there's no other way to look at this. That's a big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
Garden season is here. Stop at 4th Floral on North Brown Street in downtown Rhinelander. For over 120 years, our family has been growing the hardy plants that thrive in northern Wisconsin, all grown on-site in our own greenhouses. Visit us for locally grown flowers, vegetables, and hanging baskets. We have garden accessories and gifts, and great gardening advice to make your yard a beautiful oasis. At 4th Floral on North Brown Street in downtown Rhinelander.
Ripco Credit Union. Did you know that Ripco Credit Union has been around for 90 years? That covers generations of members, people we've stood by and stood behind every step of the way. If you're in the market for a financial institution you can trust, one with deep roots in the communities we serve and an attitude of excellence, give Ripco a chance and we'll give you our best. Ripco Credit Union, Rhinelander and Eagle River, federally insured by NCUA.
An attitude of excellence. Ripco Credit Union. Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, drugged driving deaths in Wisconsin have increased nearly 200% over the past 10 years. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve zero preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
The future is for everyone. So this 4th of July, be ready in a new Ford vehicle. Choose from a Ford F-150 truck, an SUV like Ford Explorer, or a Ford Bronco Sport. Get out there and celebrate your freedom and do it all in a new Ford vehicle because the future is for everyone. So be ready this 4th of July with Ford. New inventory is arriving daily, so visit your local Ford dealer or shop online at buyfordnow.com.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
Huge auction, Lake Tomahawk, Wisconsin. Like new travel trailer, tools, sporting goods, home contents, 19 firearms, and much more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
One of Wausau's most popular events is underway. Balloon and Rib Fest has something for everyone. Hot air balloons, 7 rib vendors, kites, animals, kids, games, and more. Attendance is expected to be in the tens of thousands. Balloon and Rib Fest runs through Sunday, and they're hoping for good weather, Conrad. Are they going to get it?
Yes, they are. It's going to be nice out there tomorrow, like we had pretty much weather-wise today, but for Sunday, whole different story, as we'll have some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. But right now, temperatures have cooled off into the 50s and 60s out there, so it's nice and cool out there. Tonight will be really dropping out there into the mid-40s, but take a look at tomorrow, back into the 80s, same thing on Sunday with some more chances of showers and thunderstorms.
Okay, looks to be a pretty nice weekend. Thank you, Conrad. I forgot your name for just a split second there, and thank you, Sal. Have a good weekend, everyone.